Hi, I'm David Cross. I'm the Senior Vice President and CISO for the Oracle SaaS Cloud Security Organization. I'd like to talk about today how we are building a world-class application cloud security solution for you and for all businesses. And this is part of the functions of the Oracle SaaS Cloud Security Organization. So I'm part of this in my organization. And here we are building a solution, we're building the products, we're building the services so that you can have world-class cloud security from an application perspective. Now, our mission is how we engineer the best-in-class security and privacy and compliance for all SaaS products on the Oracle Cloud. And this is part of what we call the Automated SaaS Cloud Security Services, or ASS CSS for short. Let's drill into this. Now, in the cloud, with your mission-critical applications and data, there are massive volumes of logs that are produced as a result. And so the advanced correlation and analysis of these massive amounts of data can only be effective when using machine learning and artificial intelligence. So Oracle and Oracle SaaS Cloud Security, we've implemented the machine learning-based automation to quickly respond to alerts or security events that may occur. We've integrated this ML and AI in all of the analysis with our internal Oracle SIEM architecture so that we can automatically collect logs and derive rapid resolutions. This automation really enhances our ability to quickly investigate and respond to any suspicious activities that may occur. Now, I'd like to call out that the SaaS Cloud Security Organization uses Oracle Labs PGX for all of our automated SaaS security services in the infrastructure as well. This is how it enables us to really ingest, the large-scale logs and optimize the analysis, for all the security-related data. So, as I highlight here, is we really are using, the Oracle Labs graph-based approach in deep learning, so that we can both achieve both automated detection of threats and anomalies, as well as provide interactive visual inspection of the log data. And because of this innovative, Oracle Labs machine learning technology, the ASS CSS gives us that automated generation of actionable interpretation that provides our analysts, a quick understanding of the collected data and the recommended actions that we may want to take. And this capability is very unique and designed for our specific environment. It's not designed for the generic computing environment. It's been designed and built and optimized for the Oracle SaaS application environment that is unique and special and world-class compared to any other cloud solution out there. So next is really, I want to talk about, our next generation, tools and the controls that are in place. So the Oracle SaaS Cloud Security infrastructure is built on top of and integrated in the innovative Oracle Cloud Platform, or OCI. And so we build a number of the advanced security technologies and tools and are incorporated and integrated and designed into each and every layer. We'll be drilling into that in a little bit more in a few minutes. And so we embrace these new security technologies that are unique and needed, for the application environment, so that it can reduce any possible risks that may exist in the SaaS architecture. We do it from the very beginning. We design and build security in the very beginning, in our infrastructure, in our applications, in our surface, so that it's there in each and every layer of the stack. In addition, there's continuous automated, scanning, analysis, event correlation, and reporting, from all the various sources, from all of our assets, from our infrastructure, from our applications. And so that we take the ongoing scanning and analysis and the report correlation and bring it enables rapid detection and correlations of both suspicious events, as well as any potential deviances in configuration or deployment variances that may occur. So that's automatically and rapidly detected and remediated immediately. In addition, we use a unified security management process and tools with the Oracle Cloud Platform Security Organization so that we can streamline and automate with consistency, the various controls, the various layers, throughout the platform. And last but not least, we really deploy and mandate holistic system endpoint protection and integrity management across all operating systems, all platforms, and all applications. And it's our mission so that we continually taking the next generation tools, the next generation controls, and provide that consistent security governance and control across all of our applications and all our infrastructure in the SaaS cloud. Now, building upon the continuous, monitoring, topic is that Oracle has a global support model, right? That, works to ensure our customers have the appropriate support whenever you need it. We operate 24/7 across all the regions and all the environments to meet your needs and your regulations. In addition, the SaaS Cloud Security Organization, we have a formal customer engagement program so that we are always ensuring that we can address your security questions or provide you, executive briefings on where we're going, how do things work, or give you the insider view so that you understand the value proposition of what we're building, what we're providing, that you get from a SaaS application experience. In addition, we're continually and proactively, performing, the threat models, architecture reviews, scanning, monitoring, pen testing, red team activities, everything in the ethical hacking to continuously and ongoing, hardening of our systems to the next level. That we perform these externally, we perform these internally, and we do these, as part of our audits and compliance as well. In addition, I'm always excited to say that, Oracle SaaS, we follow the devsecops model, right? To really enhance our communication, our cooperation, our teamwork, between operations, development, engineering, and security organizations. So it's a culture, it's a model, and how we look at things end to end versus, one group versus another. We look at things end to end, have end-to-end ownership, through that continuous model in every layer. Last but not least, really, let's talk about, if a security event occurs, right? They are remediated. And one of the things we always do is perform a root cause analysis to ensure that we're always improving our systems, we're always improving our processes. And we want to ensure that we have enhanced capabilities in the future from everything we learn from every type of event. We take this out, we learn from it, and we adapt so that we want to be taking things to the next level. We want to be building next generation tools. We want to be improving specific to our environment, specific to our applications, that is unique and world-class to the rest of the world. Now, one topic, that I really want to also add and talk about is really, the OSA, which is a foundational, but very important element of the security development lifecycle. It's a critical element for the SaaS cloud security processes and release, as well as the overall ongoing DevSecOps lifecycle for all our products and services. So Oracle, many years ago, established, and we adhere to the OSA process and philosophy, ensuring that security is built in every aspect of the DevSecOps development lifecycle. We also leverage, industry-leading secure coding practices, that they're enforced throughout the entire development lifecycle. We have a security point of contact community and with personnel in each and every development organization that's responsible and knowledgeable, and transfer of these secure coding practices. So we perform things centrally, but we also perform things in each and every development and operations team. We're always pushing the envelope, when it comes to security awareness and educational training. Of course, it's mandated, but we always are looking for new and creative ways of like how we can take the next level from an awareness perspective, from a tooling perspective, from an education perspective, how we can actually find new tools and new processes that take things to beyond just an awareness to really optimized early discovery and early remediation in as an automatic way as possible. We also perform with some of the amazing tools in innovation, the static and dynamic code analysis, including fuzz testing. And I'm really, really excited to say it, especially here in the SaaS Cloud Security Organization, how we take in other technologies in tools and innovation from Oracle Labs, we bring it in to take things to the next level. That we're not just relying upon external third-party, tooling for SaaS and DAS and fuzz testing, but how we can find new things specific to our environment, our release cycle, that with new innovation and automation that doesn't exist anywhere else. And last but not least, as I mentioned before, our ethical hacking team, right? Some people call it the red team, but really it's ethical hacking, that we're always looking at, next generation tools, next generation approaches, next generation research, and always being up to date on just from the research methodologies and what's occurring in the world, in the industry. And so that we're always ensuring that we're hardening and being ahead of the game before anyone else. Now, last, let's talk about, that I mentioned before, how Oracle in the SaaS cloud, in the Oracle cloud, we have full control of the end-to-end technology stack. And this is very, very important because this is one of the major advantages that we have, because we have full control of the entire stack. We have full control of the hardware, the firmware, the hypervisor, the operating system, the network, the database, the middleware, all the application components. We have no external dependencies. We have no external dependencies on the firmware. We have no external dependencies on the software. We have no external dependencies on services. We build from source. We have control of the entire stack. And this is a very, very distinct advantage that really helps us with our autonomous capabilities. It creates significant barriers, right, to various attacks, that can occur, because we have security in each and every layer. And so it's a constant defense in depth. One area I like to always call out is really, the OCIs, the Oracle Cloud Platforms, hardware root of trust, right? This creates that major barrier, prevent firmware or hardware level threats from moving between the layers or to other customers. And all this provides a very dedicated and controlled stack, right? So that we don't share with the same stack or the same host with other customers. We don't share SaaS application on the same host as IaaS customers with their code, or we don't share that same SaaS host, with the Oracle infrastructure. This avoids the noisy neighbors and gives us a significant, control and security protections that does not exist in anywhere else in the industry. Now, looking forward, I really want to highlight of like how this defense in depth, right, and least privilege, zero trust philosophy gives us really, the business of the insurance that their applications and their data is, well protected. So first, the automation, the machine learning and artificial intelligence-based systems, right? It provides the automatic detections, and actions, and or make automatic detections, of behaviors and actions and activities, so that unauthorized changes in access are detected and managed, in an automatic way. Next is this next generation tools, right? We're always investing and implementing in each and every layer the next generation security technologies and tools to protect, detect, and remediate any event and any incident that may occur. Third, we're always continuous monitoring. We are a follow the sun operations. We're always performing. We're there for all our customers. In the automated SaaS cloud security services, ASCSS, are automatically in place by default for all applications. It's not about adding on. It's not about actually onboarding to it. It's there by default. It's part of the Oracle SaaS cloud security infrastructure and the value proposition that we provide to our SaaS applications. The Oracle software security assurance, right, model, it's part of our devsecops model, it's part of our culture, and it provides the resiliency, right, into the entire product lifecycle, end to end and continuously, not just from a application perspective, but even from an infrastructure perspective, from a tooling perspective. We look at this, we're very strict about this, and we're always taking it to the next level. And last is how we can provide the full control stack that is unique and protected compared to any other solution in the application, cloud application market. Now, looking forward, there's a few things that how we're taking things to the next level in each of these areas. So thinking about next generation application security, one thing I really want to call out is that how we're continually getting better security with OCI, right? We're enhancing their capabilities. There's been other sessions, I'm sure, at Oracle CloudWorld, right, of their next generation security technologies and tools, and how we take advantage and leverage and extend those to the SaaS application environment. Next, we have solutions for Fusion is our break glass management system, right? It's really how customers can have controls, of Oracle administrative and operational access to their environment without risking any, exposure of the data, so that you can have the choice of who has access, whether it's for troubleshooting, whether for debug, whether it's for maintenance, is that you have the control, you have the visibility in that for any Oracle employee to connect and use, perform any functions and things through our break glass management system on Fusion. Other element which is very, very important, is the advanced key management, right? How we can provide and use the Oracle cloud applications or the Oracle cloud platforms, centralized key management, the maintenance and the control of the encryption keys using FIPS 140, to specific, controlled HCMs and models in vaults, so that you can have the key management, you can have the protections, you can have the control, you can have the reporting that you need and want for your applications, for your environment, for your needs, and for your requirements. The other element is that, which I'm excited, and we're going to talk a little bit more in a minute, is really about how we can provide the zero-day defense that we call it, right? It's how we can have automated, kind of command and control and comprehensive monitoring, using the Oracle managed WAF, web application firewall, for the SaaS Fusion application on OCI, so that contribute to the prevention or detection of various attacks or even 0 days. So that in place, if there was a 0 day and there was an attack occurred, that we can detect and block those attacks before there may be something as a solution in the industry. And so this is one of the capabilities that we're going to drill into in just a moment. And last but not least is really security insights. It's that how we're building, advanced correlation events using our CloudGuard Fusion application detectors that can provide critical security insights for you and your application, right? So that you can make mitigations or changes or monitoring in the ERP or HCM applications based on this new technology that we're integrating into the Fusion application environment. And I'll drill into that in a little bit more. Now, the CloudGuard Fusion application detector, right, is really to help businesses to monitor and alert, security violations in their Oracle Cloud HCM or ERP applications. And the idea behind that is that look at the scope of the very, user access, the user's identities, the applications and data, right? And so that you can actually get alerting and that is triggered by a configuration change or a user privilege change or adding or deleting users or modifying, very data or data elements or function privileges for the roles and users in your application. Then from there, based on those examples, right, there will be prescriptive, extensible rules so that you can monitor the changes, right, in the various data, the various roles, the privileges, of the users. So, for example, that you could actually identify when a user's role is changed, right, so that they're given additional privileges, that you can then get instant visibility by detecting the security and functional privileges that have changed for those individual roles. You can also ensure that for the various users that they've got the right level of authentication, so that the appropriate level of access is only given, based on, the prescription that you have provided. CloudGuard itself, right, can log all the access attempts and help you with the provision of users. And when any risky or suspicious, behavior is detected, you can create, high-risk user groups that can then be further protected with additional enforceable policies. This is all done within the CloudGuard in the Oracle Cloud for the Fusion application. In addition, we have a number of predefined various rules, so that we can monitor and detect and address things like misconfigurations, so that you can have a control over various settings and policies, and that might compromise the security of your data. And so CloudGuard actually crawls across your SaaS application, HCM or ERP, to detect potentially risky and expensive configuration errors, so that you can easily pinpoint these and remediate them within the application that is under your control. And it can also be used to some of the recipes, could be to address various policy deviations. So even if a authenticated user is at risk, so that and maybe breaching a policy, right, so that you can add this to your data, right, CloudGuard will be able to identify policy deviations, such as modifications to data, like changing someone's name, changing someone's salary, right, or other personal details, which you can define to be monitored as a recipe. And then if that occurs, you get alerted and then become immediate remediation or take action. These alerts and notifications, right, they're triggered, right, and go into the CloudGuard console whenever a modification or anomaly is detected based on these recipes. And this is your view. This is what will happen and be available in CloudGuard for Fusion in the Oracle Cloud platform. The next area I really like to kind of announce and discuss is the WAF protection for Fusion that we're building, again, on the Oracle Cloud platform. And so the WAF for Fusion really is our managed, second generation enterprise cloud-based solution that works as an additional security control by providing the always-on layer 7 protection against various attacks. So more specifically, the WAF for Fusion can monitor and detect various HTTP or HTTPS traffic sources to safeguard your Fusion applications, your workloads, and critical data from denial of service attacks and other threats, including the OWASP top 10 vulnerability risks. So that's really in front of, in a transparent way, in front of the Fusion, various service, your website, the portals, all the transactional sites, the applications, and the API gateway. This will enable us really to, this provides, we have a set of rules, right, that support, access controls, the OSOP, core set rule protection capabilities, rate limiting, and this is all done and integrated in a way that considers the availability, the performance, and the scalability of the Fusion applications. We've taken the OCI WAF and we've carefully integrated it into the Fusion application, so it's transparent and it's embedded and deployed as part of it. It's part of the overall OCI load balancer. It's in front of the application, and so it inspects every traffic request and detects any anomalies that apply, to our in place layer 7 policies. And so then we can determine very quickly and automatically if an attack is being attempted. And all these logs go to our internal, the Oracle SIEM, to help us do detecting and blocking and protection of your application and data. And so, as far as I mentioned before, the Oracle SaaS Cloud Security Organization, we are monitoring 24/7 for all regions, for all areas, right? And these are detected by our ASCSS system, right? They're into our SIEM, and we're monitoring and detecting. So if anything occurs, that we can immediately take action. We can then inform or engage as appropriate. So we building this all on this integrated system, right, to provide that automatic, ML-based, AI-based, system and automation to protect you as an integrated value proposition to the Oracle SaaS application, in this case, Fusion. And then, if there's an action that's required, that we will respond to you, we'll engage with you as a security event or incident, but that is the overall value proposition of the SaaS service in the SaaS cloud security organization that we provide to you, and is part of the overall service. It's not an add-on, it's not an add-on that you have to onboard and choose. It's there automatically, it's in place now. If you're running Fusion on OCI, this is already in place, has been in place for some time now for you, and we're excited that how we're providing this additional value prop, which will continue to grow in the future. So I really want to thank you, for the opportunity to talk to you about the defense in depth and the tools and integration and the next generation capabilities that we're building into the Oracle SaaS Cloud Application Platform, how we build world-class protection and capabilities for you, and how that will continue from now and into the future as part of our overall SaaS offering.